G'day everyone, T-Nick back here again in Open TTD, or Transport Tycoon Deluxe as I prefer to call it. We pick up from last week where we had a bit of an odd cut there. I ended up recording way more footage than I expected. So we left off, we were looking at what new freight to add to our company. We were considering clay to bricks to goods, and obviously expanding our network on from there. You joined me just outside Stanbridge City here. I'm just sitting here watching literally no trains moving. So cool choice for an intro. That's fascinating. Yep, just nothing happening. Anyway, shall we pick up where we left off last week? I say yes. Okay, so let's talk clay pit to brickworks. 12 tonne of clay. Estimated 3,000 tonnes. Let's not talk clay pit to brickworks. Let's focus on something else, because that is, I mean, clay pits are not known for their high production rate or their high capacity, but that is just ghastly, and not like the Pokemon. That's just shit. So what else can we do? We can take crops from farms or livestock from farms. Train 6 is getting very old. Well, Train 6 can just go away. Train 48 is waiting in depot. Well, Train 48 can go away. You've served us well, old friend. Train 41 is getting very old. Oh, that's right. We were going to upgrade. We're going to upgrade this to a third rail sort of system too, weren't we? Were we going to do third rail? We're going to put the suburban steam on it, weren't we? The ones we've already put a couple down on. No, that's not a we got the thing. We got this fancy 264 suburban, which is arguably overkill for these tiny little trains. But okay, that one's not doing great. But I recall they're not doing. Okay, that one's not doing great either. I was thinking that they're doing all right for this. See, this one's doing all right for itself. Let's just lean on that as an example. But this guy's sort of leading the charge, probably picking up all the passengers. So, yeah, what we'll do is we'll shrink the number of trains on this line, and we will just make them better trains. So we'll probably get rid of these two as well, just because they're going to be slower, and you know they're just going to gum up the work. So we've currently got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trains going. So let's see if we can bring that down to 4 maybe. Let's go 5 passenger cars. No, let's go 4. Let's keep it a little bit shorter. And we'll just have you copy but not share. And what did I say we'd have? We'd have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. At 180 grand a pop, these better be worth it. So these chappies here, we should have an allocated depot for them. Do we have a depot for them? Yes, we do. Dreely train depot. Okay, when you guys end up coming back around there on the cycle, please go in there and scrap, and then we'll send out our brand new shiny trains to replace them. Train 43 is getting... Well, good thing you're getting replaced then. Train 42, you're also getting replaced. So here we have the 264 Suburban. Now, this has a far better top speed of 112 as opposed to the, I think it's like 80 that these guys have. Where's one of the other trains? What are you? 72 k's an hour. And you are 72 k's now. Yeah, so we can do a lot better than that. In fact, the first one's already in the depot and has now been reduced into so much rubble. Ship 11 is getting very old. I just replaced your friend and you were not complaining at all, so don't tell me you're very anything. Thank you very much. We will clone you. We'll send out... Oh, it was actually ship 10 that we replaced too. So yeah, we'll just use stop sharing. And when you're done, you go back to the depot and we will chop you up into whiskers tins. In fact, that's actually the part of the world we were already operating in, so we're doing quite well for ourselves. And Penhall Brickworks, which is the brickworks I decided maybe we should use, has decided to close. So, you know, good for them. They can just go. I don't care. We didn't need them anyway. We are going to have to make more money, though, so we can fund some more industries, because we're really starting to run low on industries on this map. The industries are all quite happily closing down, but no new ones are really opening up. That is an awful farm, too. 6 tonne of grain? Pfft, hard pass. Train 36 can get scrapped as well. So we've got this little forest. Wow, are we in a recession or something? Did I miss that message down the bottom? Because all of our industries seem to have cut their production. Okay, these forests haven't. Maybe we just found a shit couple of farms. So we did have a couple of farms up here. They're not great either. God, we must be in a recession. No way all the farms on the map can be that awful. It occurs to me we probably should continue extending our passenger network up here. I've sort of gotten lazy and phoned it in when we've really only got a few more towns to connect up before we've connected all of the towns on the map up. So maybe that's what we're gonna do to finish up this episode, as well as chopping up a bunch of trains we don't need anymore. So what could we do? We could get that ferry going between Rarside / Nantborough and Menley. Or we could build a line from Fronbrook Marsh down around here in a bit of a loop down through all of these towns and connecting up to Windberg Bay City. So we might actually do that first, get the infrastructure in place, then we get the ferry coming across, and then we can extend this line up here. Now, I think I built this platform at the top here to allow reversing. Let's see, if a train comes in here, he can cross over. Yeah, he can come into these platforms to reverse. This is a very busy station, by the by. Look at all the trains using it. It's a thing of magic. 867 want to go to Windberg Bay City Woods. Please tell me that's that station. It is, good. I guess we need more all stations trains on that route then. We also have 650 people want to go via Great Lesningham, so they're waiting for the express, and 570 via Broley City. So we're obviously saturating the path to the north. I'm assuming that's the express trains running on there too. Train 18 can't find a path to continue. Why the bloody... Oh, because we never put any signals in. Sorry, that's on me. I take full responsibility for that, Chief. And I apologise. We should probably put some in on his line so he doesn't get too confused. No, that way. And we'll drop in some sort of ambulance going past now, so that's going well. Train, how the hell did you get down there, buddy? There are questions that need to be answered about your placement in this location. You're trying to get from Soonington to Broley City. How the heck did I bugger that up? Soonington is here. Broley City is here. So let's just make sure you can come down here, around. Yeah, okay, I don't know how you stuffed that up. That's on you, Chief. Just turn around and try again. I don't know what happened there, and less do I care. Train 12 is getting very old. We should probably deal with that. Which one's train 12? It's this fella. What line are you on? Feeningham City, Great Lesningham, Windberg Base. Oh, you're one of the expresses. Oh dear, don't tell me they're all getting old. Did I click on the right train? Because none of these trains are getting old. Nope. Okay, what train was getting old? No. Train 12. Where's train 12? How the hell did I click on the wrong train there? Didn't I send you to the depot? Didn't we third rail your line? I'm very confused as to why you still exist. Obviously, we never sent you to a depot, so you need to just disappear. Were there any other trains I missed? Train 42 is waiting at the depot. No, I guess not. We did miss scrapping that one, though. What was I doing? I was doing something. That's right, we were looking at Windberg Bay City and whether we can... Because eventually this will be a through track as well to come back up this way. Or will it? Because you wouldn't really go down there to come back up there. You just jot across like that. So, how are we going to do this? Because I'm seeing sort of some sort of city here. Well, not a city in the term that the gate. Train 5 can't find a path to continue. Why are you all jamming up over here, guys? What is going on? Do we need more signals? Is that your problem? Oh, here we go. We're missing a signal here. Okay, that might help. Let's put a signal there. That's going to help significantly. And let's put another signal there. Let's get rid of this signal here because it doesn't seem to serve much purpose. Now that should free up the jam here. Are we all cool? All happy? Everyone's back to normal? You guys actually making any money? You are. Okay, so it's not the running cost of these things that's a problem. It's the lack of profitability on this these lines down here that we're coming up against. How are these trucks doing, by the way? I'm just getting so distracted. 364 ton of wood. Okay, we're putting some more trucks on. Let's say another 10 because why half-ass this? Off you go. Just go nuts. We need higher capacity trucks. Or we should have put a train on. And we actually need a new boat because you've only got a capacity of 360 and we've got 474 ton of wood going. Go us. Yeah, train 12 is now done. Dunzo. Train 14 is now complaining. And the 462 Streak is available. Oh, I really want that, but we're not really building express trains at the moment. So I'm going to say no, but when it comes out proper, we might need to renew some express trains. And don't you be an express train because I'm going to be shitty. So we need a new ship. Should we put a higher capacity ship on? Frisco Bay Freighter, maybe 810. I get the feeling that's overkill. We're not transporting that much wood. So we'll just send you off and we'll close everything. Yeah, I don't care about train 10. Train 10 can go away. Now, you are one of the all stations trains, aren't you? Haven't I replaced you? No. What line are you guys on? You are going to Sunningdon, Pleasbrook Interchange. I swear I replaced you guys with other trains. I did. Didn't I send you guys to the depot? I did. Okay, well, they're going to go to the depot then, and that problem will solve itself. So, yeah, problem solved. Well, problem not solved yet. What about this station? How are we doing with these trains? He's running at capacity. How many people are actually waiting at the... Have I made the... I made the station signs invisible. That was silly. We've got a few people waiting here. Oh, no, we got plenty of trains on that route. That's fine. It's just... It confused me because it was a one-track station. I thought, have we actually put anything else on there? No. We are looking at a line coming up around the coast here to Fronbrook Marsh. Double Forest. Oh, hold the phone. I've found a very pleasing distraction here, and they've both got good production. Where is a good lumber mill thingy to use? Because we can make more lumber and then, turn the lumber into... There's no lumber mills anywhere up this side of the map, is there? Stupid industries always closing. Rack'em Frackem Industry, Rack'em Frackem Transport Tycoon, Rack'em Frackem Game. Apparently, Windport City also has a fetish for radio masts, so I don't know what's going on there. Now, we are investigating, because if we do run this line down here, it doesn't really befit being a through line, because it'll then have to pop out there. If it was a through line, you'd run it through there. So maybe what we need to do is put a terminus in here for those trains, and run trains from Fronbrook Marsh via Windberg Bay City or via all the other towns. And then just sort of leave it at that, because we do have the junction in place for that to be a thing, and then they can always change at this station to get to all these towns up here, and then have a line that runs down to Stanbridge City and Broadley City via the towns too. So we need some sort of massive interchange that also includes a ferry wharf. How are we going to set that up? Because we're going to need to put it between two towns. In fact, this here will do wonderfully if they will let us bulldoze some road, because we've got access to 4 tracks already, and once we make the towns love us, which they will, we can really go carte blanche expanding our operation. So we'll put a bus stop in here. I don't know why I've held Catarl, because we wanted to build it as a separate station. We'll attach the 2 bus stops together. I know that's sort of cheaty, but I don't really care. Now we're going to rename that to Aberton-Pesbrook. No, get the spelling right. Interchange. Because they are going to share a train station, and it's all going to be wonderful, and everyone's going to get along like a house on fire. Although we're not actually going to burn any houses down to do so. We might actually end up demolishing that stuff just because we can. And it gives us a 5-track station, which, just looks cool. Now, build an underpass. That's the first cab off the rank, so to speak. And we want a nice fancy roof here. Actually, let's just go like that. No, because we want to build a station building as well. So go like that. Why are we building 3rd rail? We don't need 3rd rail. Rack off. Actually, no. Would it look better to put the big one in? I think it looks better to put the big one in. Everyone likes a big one. Who doesn't like a big one? That could be misconstrued. Put that in like that. Now we don't have room for a station building. Go me. Oh, we could put this one in. That would involve destroying more road. They'll allow it. I'll just drop it in there. Okay, it would help if we got it the right direction. So let's try that again. Much better. And now I realize the platform is too long, so I've really cocked this up. So let's just try to sort of fix it by moving it over a bit. So we'll just get rid of all that. It's fine. We can save this. Do we want to go? No, we don't want to remove on. We want 4 tracks won't work. We'll go 2 tracks by 3 there. And we'll put 1 by 3 roof in. And roof in. That doesn't look good. That looks stupid. What if we put that one in? Yeah, it looks better. That looks nice. Now we're getting fancy. And we'll put in the obligatory potted plant, because potted plant. And I can't believe they actually let us build that. I thought we'd knock down way too many trees for that to be a thing. Now we need trains to be able to terminate on any track here and go back out again. So what we'll do is we'll put a depot in at the top here, because we're going to need a depot. And we're going to have two different lines coming out of here. So we're going to have this line come across here and this line come across here. Money seemingly is no object. We'll have this run down like that. There we go. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Yeah. And we'll have the two separate lines come off. And one line will go to Pinshaw and one line will come down to Windberg Bay City. And I zoomed in way more than I needed to there. Now we'll connect up a track here like that. And I'll just chuck a buffer stop in to, if they'll let me. They probably won't. No, I did not think so. In which case we'll get rid of that track. There we go. Problem solved. And that looks really pretty. I like that. Now we want to have more cross tracks in so we can actually get from one sort of track to another without having to wait for the one cross track to become available. So we'll chuck them in like that, and we'll have to put a second one in sort of here, I guess. I don't know if that actually helped anything, but it exists now and I'm not ripping it up. And then we'll put in signals to protect all the platforms. And then signals for... No, that's an outgoing line. Signals on the incoming lines there. I mean, we probably don't need to have the two separate in tracks at the moment, but, you know, we will eventually, so we may as well build it now. Build it and they will come is the phrase, I believe. So we'll run this line out here, and then we'll just sort of go whoopity-whoopity-whoop down here. Was that oil well always there? Were those two oil wells always there? They both seem to be very new, or I just did not pay attention to them at all. And we've way overshot the mark. Whoops-a-daisy. Well, in that case, we will just back this track off here. Yeah, geography, not my strong suit, apparently. Yeah, all going according to plan. That's exactly how it was supposed to be. Can't dispute it. No evidence. Now we need to get through this mountain range here to get down here, but I think we can do that with some crafty following of the landscape. And by crafty following the landscape, I mean we just shoot for the shallowest point of the hill. Now that clay pit is going to get in the way. Clay pits and their low production and their stupidity. Yes, I'm dropping the childish insults. Yeah, stupid face. Do we want to build that long of a tunnel? I kind of do, because it bypasses the whole mountain. So I just did, at great expense. Although we're back up to 3.1 million, so we don't really have to worry too much. We're obviously bringing the cash in reasonably quickly. So we'll connect that track up like that. Now this bridge here is going to have to somehow maneuver its way around there. So we'll just sort of smash that hill aside. Bring the track around in a bit of a circle. Let's just drop it down the hill. Bring it along here and then connect it up. When we built this, I had no idea where the track was going. Now, it was going to go up to Abberton, so... Well thought, well planned, yes, yes. Go me. There goes another factory, or brickworks, or brick factory, or factory works, or something. Something just closed down, and I don't like it. We'll just put some signals in, like that, and then we'll need to put a signal in down here. We'll probably need to put one in the interim. We'll chuck in another couple, sort of like there, I guess. Chuck one in there. That should be enough. We'll put one in here just so trains can... I know they'll queue back into the junction, but shouldn't take them too long to clear the bridge, and then they can keep moving. Now, we need to have those trains coming down from Windport City. Let's actually have them coming down from Fronbrook Marsh, because that way it'll strengthen this route here. How many trains do we have on that route at the moment? 3. Okay, and where do they actually go? They just go from Windport to Fronbrook. Huh, interesting. Maybe we should extend them around in a big circle to Pleasbrook Interchange and just build a couple more trains, because we've sort of saturated this line already, so I don't really want to have too many more trains, but if we can fulfill a double purpose by having one line do that and another line do whatever the line that we've got is doing. I think it terminates at Windport City, I'm not sure. Where have you come from, friend? Broley City. Okay, well, obviously we have trains from Broley City, and you go to Windberg Bay City, Windport City, and turn around. Yeah, okay, so if we can reuse some of our existing trains, that would be beneficial. So after you get to Windport City, you go to Fronbrook Marsh, so then it'll come back to Windport City Valley. Then I want you to... I know you have duplicate orders. I'm working on it. Give me a minute. There, see, you've fixed it now. Is that a 5-tile station? It looks shorter. Or did we build this as like a 7-tile station? Yeah, I think we overkilled this one a little bit. It is a pretty impressive station, though. So after Pesbrook Woods... Oh, did we? We didn't connect it up to the bus stops. Oh, fudger. Okay, well, we'll have to get rid of the bus stops and rebuild them and just pray that they let us build them after we demolished a lot of trees. They're not going to. It's all going wrong. Anyway, we'll finish fixing this train's orders before we get too distracted. Because I don't want to break the existing trains. And hopefully the streak is available soon because we can build some of them. Is the streak available yet? No. Okay, we'll build another couple of Pacifics then. So we... Oh, see, look, the mail carriage has finally been invented. Huzzah! But we don't want the mail carriage. We want the express mail carriage because high speed. 5.2, that's too many. We want you to share your orders. And, oh, there goes Abberton Clay Pit. Oh, piss off. Don't care. We'll get 2 more trains on this route. That should be enough. Off you go. Windport City Valley, you're going to start up there. That's okay. But yeah, so now we've got a train connecting up to this part of the world. And that's completely pointless because we've got catchment in Abberton, but we've got literally no catchment in Pesbrook. So it's... No, we're not going to have much room to plant trees. But it's tree planting time. Everyone's favourite part of the day. Now, what do you... No, I don't want to bulldoze anything. That's just going to get us deeper in the mess that we've created for ourselves. So you attach to Pesbrook Woods. So that's increased the catchment for the station up into Pesbrook. That should be enough. And now we just need to give it a fancy name as opposed to Pesbrook Woods, which is a stupid name. Abberton. I know I've changed the order of them. Interchange. Boom. There we go. Good. Everything is fine. Everything is working according to plan. Nothing is going wrong. Dreading stone. Oh, something's going wrong. We appear to have way too much wood backed up here, and it's not actually producing anything. That's bad. How do you still have duplicate orders? Didn't I fix you? Windport City Valley, Windport City Valley. Okay, well, we fixed you and then broke it again. Now that's a serious problem. We have overloaded this sawmill. We should still have stuff loading goods and wood though, so hopefully it'll process it quite quickly. And you're not taking wood away, are you? No, you're fine. You're not taking wood away, are you? You're fine. Okay, so there's a lesson against using the really high capacity ships then, because if it can only take 800 odd ton of wood, one of those ships will basically fill the sawmill up completely and it'll stop accepting wood because it's now burning through the wood quite quickly, no pun intended. Yeah, this is the only risk with this industry set is it is sort of like transport fever in that it will stop the industry's accepting if you are not taking away the produced goods. So in this case we are, so it's producing lumber at a high output, so it'll burn through that wood quickly. But if we weren't transporting it, it'd be producing at a low output and it would go through very slowly, and we'd have a problem here as it wouldn't accept any more wood. Certainly not as bad as in transport fever though, whereas if you don't take the output of an industry, it basically takes 1 or 2 train loads of things and goes, no, I'm done. You're not using me to my full potential, so I am done. Now, we had some stuff to connect up over here, didn't we? We had to build a ferry. Oh, bloody hell, that means we're going to have to build a frickin' tram, aren't we? Okay, so let's get rid of this bus stop here, because, yeah, we're going to have a bus stop down here that's attached to the station. We're then going to have one in the centre of town that the trams will stop at, and then we're going to have one up at the wharf, which will be put, let's say, there. Yeah, see? Yeah. And we'll connect this up like that, and connect that up like that. And I just realised I'm not building any tram tracks, so didn't think that through very well. I'm just building road, and now I'm building more road. No, I want tramway. Because we are going to need a way to get people from the station to the thing that's not a station. To the wharf. Thing that's not a station. I talk good today. Wow, I YouTube good. Hope you're all enjoying this riveting commentary where I say words and they don't actually mean anything. Connect up that tram, so that's a nice big circle. It occurs to me now on the way back they're not going to pass through there, so that was a complete waste of time. So let's just get rid of that. That was just silly of me. Did not think that through. I mean, it'd work if we didn't have this middle stop, but I want to have the middle stop just to drop people off in town. generate a bit more local passengers, and generally make the thing hemorrhage money, as they all seem to want to do. And please let me build a dock. You're not going to let me build a dock. I hate this town, but not as much as I hate that steel mill that shafted us at the end of last episode. So drop... Oh, you are not going to block me. I put trees down, and trees fix everything. Oh, you think we're about 2.1 million for a bribe. More trees, send in more trees. Please let that have worked. Nope. Oh dear. Okay. More trees. More trees. This is going to be a nightmare when I knock those trees down. Oh my god, why do you hate us so much? Very poor. We've got the money. Now we don't have the money. So this better make money, otherwise we've just pissed away a lot of money. I said money too many times. Money. Yeah, so we're going to run a ferry up to Menley now. And of course that'll have to connect up with some sort of train, which we will build. We should probably build the train along the dock side, and we'll just demolish the houses and buy up the land now to make sure they don't actually expand in that direction. Because if we put the train station in sort of here, we can then have the dock sitting doodly-doodly-doo. I can't build a dock from the train menu. We'll have the dock here, connected up to the train station, and then all will be fine. In fact, we can let them build there because we don't want to build a railway there. So let's not build a road there. If they build a road there, we're in trouble. So I'll buy that land just in case. But yeah, long term, we'll have the railway come in there. I'll put a bus stop further into town just to get that catchment area in the short term, provided they will let us. That's good. See, they don't hate us. They're not jerks. And then we can send another ferry up until we decide that planes are better and we scrap the ferry. Not that we'll be able to build an airport anywhere near Pleasbrook. They're going to see us coming a mile away and be like, hey, you think you're building a ferry? You think you're building a plane, rather? Because you built a ferry and we didn't want you to build a ferry, but you built a ferry anyway. But if you think you're building a plane, you've got another thing coming. That's how they all talk on the local council, I'm assuming. Show me a sunk rock ferry, because I still don't have any passenger ships that I want to use. We've got the Finson-Finnerati ferry, but that's a heck of a lot more money for only 30 more capacity. Again, different ship set, so, that's why there's a bit of an imbalance there. But you can just run between those two, and you can belong to that depot there. Off you go. And we will we'll clone you to have a second one. And we'll just fast forward to get the first one out of the way. And we'll send you to the other dock first. And now they should be reasonably spaced out until they are not. Oh, I still have trams, do I? Where are they? Oh, they're the Windport City trams. They were actually making money until recently. What are you doing? Why are you losing money? You're not losing much money, though. I'm actually now starting to pay attention to these. And even though they are losing money, they're not losing enough money for me to really be too worried. Oh, you're not doing great. You are... Oh, you're on the island. Well, the island was never going to do great, so just leave the island alone. And now I've lost interest in looking at things losing money because it was depressing me. But good, with the ferry going over there, long term we'll have a line that connects up around here, but obviously the ferry's going to be slightly quicker, much quicker. I don't know. Depends on how slow our trains are. I would be interested to see if people did prefer to catch the train, even if it is a longer route for the long term. In fact, we've got an oil refinery here. We might finish off by doing something with oil, because we've got these oil wells here. So what I'm thinking is we put an oil siding in here. Show me ISR stations. Show me the oil station. 1x7, please. Yeah, build that. We'll build it as a row, because row your boat gently down the stream, etc. In fact, before we build too much track, I'm going to learn my lesson that I've preached about it before, and then I don't learn my lesson. We can build a new type of station building. Good luck, Menley. You're getting a new type of station building. Huzzah! We'll give you a footbridge. It joins more. Oh, of course, because we've got to attach to the dock, doofus. I'll build that there. Now we get to rebuild the new station building properly. We'll build a 4-tile station, because consistency is key, and we don't know what the word consistency means. So yeah. But now that way, no matter how much track we build, we can't upset them. Well, we can upset them, but it won't matter because we don't have to build a station in their town anymore. So eventually we will have this line continuing on around to Church. And I know I said I wasn't going to do anything with the oil wells, but it's just so convenient. And this is our only oil refinery. I sort of don't want it to close down before we have a chance to use it. So, we're going to make do. Now, Teedingstoke, stupid name for a town. is going to need a passenger station as well. Do we have any new station buildings other than that one? Oh, we do. We have this double story number. Oh yeah, that's fancy. And we'll just sort of just build like that. There we go. And we will need to put a oil station in up here. Let's try and remember what we're doing. 2x7. We'll chuck it around the back. This one we won't make a row just because that's not convenient. I do what I want. Leave me alone. We'll put buffer stops in there because buffers. And if we run the track sort of around like this, just around the back of this brewery, we could actually use that brewery. Do we have a... No, 2 of the farms over here have now closed, so that brewery is probably not going to get used before it itself closes down. We'll have to run this in this double track, I reckon, because we are going to have multiple trains. Unless we ship the oil over here. Oh, that's a thought. No, I'm sorry, I'm thinking out loud. What I'm thinking is we ship the oil across to this existing station and then rail it in, but we've got to get the rail going first, dingus. So we'll connect the track up like this, and then bring this down straight smack bang into that stupid clay pit. At least it's all nice and flat here. That's awfully convenient. And then we can't really zot across there, can we? No, we can sort of zigzag, go a bit diagonal. And now that oil refinery, assuming we can get this off, snigger, we can get it to produce goods and plastic. Oh, sorry, fuel oil and plastic. I forgot which version of the industry set I was using. Now, if we can get it to produce plastic, we can then take that by train all the way down to this factory and produce more goods. Yeah, you better be the industry that's closing, because I'm going to have to act quickly to get a depot going somewhere around here. We'll build it up near the refinery because it's so fine. Sometimes I wish I wasn't recording so no one heard me say these things. Now let's just do that. That's enough to get us a train in motion because we need an oil train going yesterday. So get me the 2808F. The Jubilee's turned itself black for some reason. And show me the 6-wheel tank wagon. No, not auto refittable. That's okay, we don't want it to auto refit. We'll go with a 5-tile train for now just to get it moving. Make sure it's fitted for crude oil. Now if you could full load there please, and unload there, service there, off you go. And while we're doing that, we will set up a ship coming in from here, because the more we can get out of this the better. And we're going to have to catch both of these industries. So where are we going to put the dock? I'm thinking we put the dock here. That should catch both of them. So run the land out like that, down like that, and we'll just put a nice big wharfy thing in. Wharfy thing? That's just, I don't know, just run with it. It's fine. And we'll just hit the fast button to get us to put a dock down there. Now I'm hoping that catches both of them. If not, we'll have to build a truck stop to try and catch this one or this one, depending on which one is not in the catchment area. We'll probably need a couple of buoys. And we can ship to... we'll put a dock in up here. No point shipping to the passenger dock. That's going to do no good to anyone. So now, let's look at oil tankers. What do we have available? We have the RSV tanker, which is part of the ship set for the Cincinnati ferry and the De Mol inland vessel and the Austin and whatever. So that's 1.5 million. Don't even have 1.5 million at the moment, so that's not an option. The Hopetown tanker, 770,000. That's probably a bit much. Eddystone tanker, small tanker for coastal and inland waterways. Well, this is, it's a big bay, but it's not going across open ocean, so I guess we can build that, which is good because we have. So if you could full load there, please. If you could go via Menley Boy. That seems a bit out of the way. Let's not do that. Let's put new boys down instead. Let's just delete that. Let's just pretend we didn't do that. Put a couple in there. If you could go via Menley Boy number 2 now. Then up there, and then make sure you transfer and leave empty. Good ship. And back via Chunchurch Boy. And we'll give you that depot there as your home depot. So we'll go with 2 ships for now. That's probably not going to be enough, but we'll see how we go. So hopefully that will now catch the oil coming out of these wells, bring it up here to the railhead, and this one actually is doing really well because this train is nearly full already. We are definitely going to need more trains, which means more row action. Row. So if we are going to put the train line past the wells, we'll need to put it up in this part of the world. So we'll run it sort of up here like this, and we'll send it down along the coast again, because who doesn't like rails along the coast? I mean, coastal train, it's just nice. You look out the window and you see the waves gently lapping at the beach, and other sorts of things happen at the beach, like seals sun themselves on the rocks. I don't know what part of the world we're in. So now if trains are coming in this way, they'll probably come around. Now it's a bit messy. We'll send them in round the loop this way, I guess, which means we can have a sort of a waiting area down on the main line here. So we might put a set of points in. Nope, there's a train in the way. Go away, get out of the way. Thank you. We might put a bit of a waiting track in here to avoid any queuing up on the passenger line. That's good. And then we will set up a signal there. We'll set up a signal there. We'll set up a signal there. And then we'll actually need to signal this passenger line now, because we sort of forgot to do that in our haste to get the oil train going. And I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for it to pop up that oil refinery has announced imminent closure, which is when we rage quit and we have a new series next week. Because, I hate industries. Here we go. Moment of truth. Are we going to see an industry? Oh, I've put way too many of the wrong signal down. Go away. Are we going to see a rage quit? Okay, lots of loss-making things. I think we're safe. In fact, let's just cut out the middleman and ask him. No, you're not closing. And here comes the train. Go, train, go! Just look, it's doing fiery things. It's fine. It's all good. It's never ever going to close, and everything is going to be fine forever. I hope. So we should probably put a few more signals down as well. Yeah, because otherwise we will forget, and we'll go to connect this up to the passenger network and be like, why can't we move to trains because there's no signals? And then I'll just get annoyed at past Trent, and things will go wrong. So we'll just set more signals up there, set this junction up here, and one there, and that should be golden for now. We'll finish setting all this up in the next part, but I think we've probably accomplished what we wanted to. Have those boats made it to the other side already? Okay, so this one here looks like he's producing 7%. You're not producing anything yet, so we might have to engage you somehow. Actually, let's go to train stations. Let's go to facilities. We should be able to build some storage tanks for Pinshaw docks, just there. There we go. So that should now catch that depot, or that oil well, and this oil well quite happily. And we should see a massive amount of oil being transported by these ships now. But as I was saying, now that we've got that set up, look, I realise we've still got bits of track that aren't connected up, but I think this is going to end up running long enough. I forgot to start a timer because I'm a goose egg. But yeah, that should do us. So next time we are probably going to work to connect this line up through Pinshaw and Chunchurch. Stupid names. And bring that around to Fronbrook Woods, as well as dealing with all the trains that get old, etc., etc., etc. Oh, EE Shunter. No, thank you. But yeah, that's probably going to do us for now. This has been Open TTD. I've been T-Nick. Something just closed over there. Thankfully, it was not the oil refinery. Thanks for your company, and I look forward to seeing you back here again next week. Later days.